Hi, my name is Virgilio Urbano. Previously I made a video about what I thought was one of the best juicers for overall juicing, the Omega VRT350HD. And so if you want to do a search on my other video, I go into talked about the other juicers that I tried. So here I want to show one of my favorite juicing recipes that has helped me lose over 25 pounds in the last 7 weeks, and I religiously juice this every day, and it's really delicious and high in nutrients, and my energy level is fantastic. And so I'm going to tell you what I put in, what I do this every day, and you can modify this if you like, if something doesn't work for you. I do baby spinach, and I just want to let you know everything is organic. Alright, so you got baby spinach, I got celery, and I have everything already chopped up because this machine does not handle large pieces. It will jam up and not work properly. I have carrots, I have green apple, and I get green apple over red apple because it has less calories, less sugar than the red. I put just a little bit of pineapple, which is very sweet. I use a half a beet, and I'm making one batch for myself. A half a beet, a half a cucumber. I have some fresh parsley, great detoxifier for the liver. If you got your liver working well, everything works well. I have some kale, and I have a half a beet. And again, the beets are a little sweet and the carrots are sweet, so that helps us give the good flavor to ingest some of these greens. You can see fruit is at a minimum, a half apple, a little bit of pineapple. So let me get my strainer here, and we'll get going on this. And you know, in my last video I talked about this strainer and how it really you know, saves a little effort. The big bowl instead of the one they give you. One thing about this juicer, and I'll go about it and talk about it again, is that it doesn't work very fast. And the centrifugal juicers, you're able to put stuff in, but on greens it doesn't juice greens, and that's where all your nutrients are. So you definitely want to think about what kind of juicer you get. As you can see, I'm rotating greens with something wet. You always want to keep mixing things up here. It keeps it from jamming, and you know, just keep recycling little by little. One thing I want to talk about also is the water that you use to wash your vegetables. You know, maybe I'm going a little overboard, but I went ahead and put in a reverse osmosis machine, and I use that to rinse all my organic vegetables. You know, it seems like a little waste to go all this trouble to buy organic, you know, and then we wash it with poison water that has chlorine and fluoride in it. So I got to think that, you know, it does get absorbed. So I was able to get a system online and installed it myself. It wasn't very expensive. About $180 for a 5-filter system, but there's different ones that you can get. You can spend a lot. It was really easy to install for me. I am a little technical savvy, but this is the parsley going in, beautiful organic parsley. But you know, I was able, you know, I think the space issue is more of a problem than actually installing that machine. One thing about beets, these are probably the hardest things, and one thing that will jam the machine. And plus, because it has all the natural dye in it, I try to make sure I don't have it at the end because I like to get everything flushed out of there. And then you always want to finish up with wet vegetables or fruit, and that kind of cleans everything out. So you can see I'm just kind of rotating leaves. Oh, see? Always with the beets. That's the only one. And I'm probably going a little fast with the video. Celery, super important that they're cut into smaller pieces, because you know the celery have all the strands, and you know, with the strands you're going to you know, it's going to clog the machine if you put them in whole. So it's real important that you we'll try the beets again. This time we'll give it a chance to do its job like we're supposed to do. And you can see all the, you know, that big pile. Look how much pulp. We don't have that much pulp because this machine does a really good job in really compressing everything and getting, you know, max juicing out of it. Now some of the other juicers, you know, can yield a little bit more. What I like about this juicer is that, you know, it just sucks everything in. A lot of those other ones you have to use a lot of strength. You know, so if you have arthritis issues and stuff like that, it's a little more difficult. But you know, I'm a fan of this machine. You know, I went through trouble in making a video so people would not go through all the stuff I went through trying to find what I thought is a good juicer. You know, again, there's no perfect juicer. I actually have a different juicer back here. It's a Samson that I actually use for juicing wheatgrass only, or I make some more some sorbet. You know, so you're going to find that maybe one juicer is not going to be enough for you, but you know, you just gotta find out which one works best. As you can see, I'm straining it here, and you know, there's always a little bit of pulp that holds this up. And one thing I'm going to try, which I haven't tried before, I watched another video on YouTube. I'm going to grab a spoon real quick. Is that to put this pulp back in again. So we're going to go and give that a shot. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but we'll see. And it does look like we're getting some juice out of that. Now you can see as this is still coming out, that means that it's still working, it's still juicing. So you just keep it going. If this does stop and you don't see any more pulp ejecting as you're feeding more vegetables in, the machine is clogged. It's not a super high volume juicer, so if you're going to juice a lot, it's going to take you time. You might want to invest in something else and do a little more research. But for just every day, the quality that this juicer, you know, puts out is fantastic. So there's our juice that we made. I'm just going to give that a quick stir. You know, for me, you know, that's absolutely delicious considering how much nutrients and vitamins and, you know, cancer preventing stuff that we are putting in our bodies. And to drink, you know, I mean, to have that many veggies in this one glass and taste that good. So I hope my recipe helps you out, and enjoy juicing. I'll be putting videos here and there, sharing my experiences to help people like people help me by putting up those videos. Once again, I'm Virgilio Albano. Thanks for watching. Ciao.